going to change the subject for just about 60 seconds.
Welcome to the Rat Hole. We are live. Hello, everybody. I'm wearing I want to point this out. I missed Mardi Gras, so I'm wearing my New Orleans hat with my Mardi Gras feathers. I'm a week late. Doesn't mean I can't throw beads at people. Doesn't mean I can't drink a beer. I don't have a beer. That's okay. I'm going to play some Space Cats Fight Fascism. It's a fascinating game. It doesn't have a technical solo mode, but it is a cooperative game, making it very easy to do as a solo game. And I screwed up yesterday, or not yesterday, but whenever it was the last couple of days that I played it. Time is something that doesn't matter. Timey-wimey or something. When you roll the fascist dice, you are supposed to reduce the number of fascist dice by the number of fascists you remove from the board. I'm going to read this excerpt from the rule book in a little gray box. In big bold letters, remember, reducing the number of fascist dice you roll is an important rule first-time players often forget. Forgetting this rule makes the game significantly harder. I was playing on accidental hard mode. I had it set to play easy mode, but then I screwed up. So we're going to try it again. We're going to go like this. We're going to go like this and like this. So I've got this mostly set. I have to set it up completely. If you are watching, do say hello. I love to see you all. The point of this game, the fascist rats, and I find that very offensive as the rathole.ca. The fascist rats have taken over the galaxy, and cats are having to fight for our freedom. Hey, Timescales, thanks for joining me. This is going to be fun if I get to because I'm going to play it right today, I hope. So I have here a bunch of planets. I've given this a good shuffle, but I'll give it another quick shuffle. And I'm going to set up a grid of cards. That's fine. 3x4. And I got Scratch Post, Cold Bath, Laser Light, Dust Bunny, Litter Box, Space Vet, Water Dish, Fishbowl, Hairball, Frost Nip, Scratch Stone, and Hot Rock. So these are 12 planets that I'm going to be doing. Hey, Mel. I think you're going to enjoy this game. This is a fun little game. A co-op card game about fighting fascism as a cat. Because who doesn't love cats? This guy looks familiar. Yes, I hope I look familiar, Timescales, as we did just finish an episode of Spill the Geek Tea over on that channel. and I appreciate that you came over here making your supper. We haven't. My roommate doesn't know what we want to do for supper yet, so I'm like, well, we finished Build a Geek Tea early. Let me do a stream, and we'll go from there. I'm going to use the same cats that I did last time. Let's see if I got this. Click, click. Zzz. So I've got Pip, whose homeworld is Hot Rock. I will put him on Hot Rock, which was down in the corner. Pip's dedication to the struggle for freedom is as boundless as the universe. She won't stop. She won't nap until the Rat Pack is defeated. She is a freedom fighter. Whenever you take the restock action, you may also remove one fascist. Jasper, whose home is Fishbowl, which is interestingly right above Hot Rock. Jasper is one evolved cat. He can take down his enemies from far away distances. He has laser eyes. When you use the fight fascism action, you may remove one fascist from an adjacent planet instead of your current planet. So that's kind of beneficial. I like how those two work. There are other cats, but I like these two, so I'm going to use these two. Next, we have to set up the starting fascist. There's one on each of the planets that they start on. And then there's also one on every even-numbered planet. Unfortunately, they're both on even-numbered planets. There's 12, 4, 2, 10. All right. So, to play this, I have I can take 3 actions. I have 4 actions to choose from. I can travel to an adjacent planet. I can fight fascism on the planet I'm at, removing those fascist cubes. I can restock, drawing cards. I'll draw some cards in a second here. Or you can play a resist card. So I'm going to pick out 2 resist cards right now for each player. Pip has a stockpile catnip card, which lets me heal 1 scratch. That's how you take damage, is scratches. And Cat Saboteur gives me an additional power for 2 actions and 1 scratch. You may teleport and then +1 liberation, or I can remove 2 fascists. I'll probably use it to remove the fascists because it's just easier that way. There are better versions of that card. Jasper starts with a heal 2, give aid to those in need. And a +2 liberation to a ears planet. So how that works, once there are no fascist cubes on a planet, you can then play liberation cubes. The goal is to get 4 liberation cubes on 4 planets, 1 of each of the different logos on these cards. That was all cats. We've got tails, we've got whiskers, we've got paws, and we've got ears. So this, if I'm on an ears planet, can place 2 liberation blocks. You cannot use liberation to remove fascists. So that's a thing. But it is worth noting again that I have to remember to remove those dice when I remove fascists. Otherwise, it gets harder. So I will start with Pip here on Hot Rock. Whenever you restock, you can remove 1 fascist. So I'm going to go ahead and restock. Why am I hearing a song in my head from 1977? Cat Scratch Fever from Ted Nugent. I don't know. Maybe because you're old. Oh. I'm going to take the restock action, drawing 2 more resist cards. I got a +1 liberation, Cat Uprising, and hidden cache of cat food. When you teleport, you may draw a full hand, or teleport and add 1 liberation. And my ability lets me then take away 1 fascist. So I'll do that. So that's my first action. Second action is I'm going to fight fascism. I'm going to take rid of that. And let's start this up like this. we're going to go. He needs to get to a ears. There's one right above. It doesn't matter what I take. I will go to hairball. No, that's also an ears. I don't want any ears. All the other tail. I will use my teleport and one liberation to scratch stone. And that gives me one liberation cube there. And I will also play my +1 liberation card for a second liberation cube on that. Now I've removed 2 fascists. So I start with a base of 2 dice. I remove one of them. You can never go less than 1 die. So we are actually remembering to roll the correct dice this time. And a fascist goes on to planet number 3, Water Dish. Glad I didn't go to Water Dish. If I had been on that planet, I would have taken 1 damage. And we don't want that. All right, now it is Jasper's turn. Jasper's here on Fishbowl. Jasper's going to take 2 actions to get rid of these 2 fascists, and a third action, along with their ability, to fight fascism on the adjacent planet. And we'll take rid of that. And from there, we've got rid of fascists, so I only have to roll 1 dice. 8. Fascist back on Hot Rock. All right. For Pip's going to move 1 planet and restock. +1 liberation and sudden burst of energy. When you travel, you may move diagonally or teleport and then -1 fascist. Not bad. So that's action 1. And that lets me take an action to get rid of a fascist. And I will teleport, because it doesn't matter where I go. I'm going to teleport back to Hot Rock. -1 fascism. That's my sudden burst of energy. I don't really care about the moving diagonally. It's useful, but I would like to get rid of the fascists. And I will also play my oh, no. Wait. That was 1. That was 2. So, yes, 3. Play a liberation token on Hot Rock. Again, we got rid of fascists, so I only have to roll 1 die. 6. So that's a fascist on. That's why I was. Shoot. I went to the wrong planet. It's not a big deal, but I went to the wrong planet. I was going to use Jasper's special ability to get rid of that particular fascist. But Jasper takes a scratch and is now up to 2 scratches because he started on 1. It's now Jasper's turn. Jasper will heal for 2. 1, 2. Restock. I got a heal 1, a heal 1, and a heal 2. Lots of healing. I'm just going to move these resist cards over a little bit. And so for 3, we will get rid of that fascist. That again lets me now only roll 1 fascism die. 12. This is not great. 12 is a fascist stronghold. 9, 10, 11, and 12 are all fascist strongholds. That means I have to draw a galactic news card. Breaking. Martial law is declared. +1 to the fascism scale, and I take 1 scratch. So here's the fascism scale. That's going to go up to 2. And Jasper's going to take 1 more scratch. putting him back up to 1. So that was 1, 2, 3 actions. We've rolled the die. We go back over to Pip. Pip is going to 1, 2, 3, and just sit on it. Yeah. And then we roll. 1. Scratch post. Jasper's turn. Jasper will move to Dust Bunny for 1. Play Liberation for 1. And 2. And I will just restock and stay here. Another heal 1. I've got a whole bunch of healing from for Jasper. All right. So we did not get rid of any fascists this turn. So I have to roll 2 fascist dice this time. 10 and 7. 7 has liberation thing, so that goes away. And 10 is right up here. And I have to do another galactic news breaking. Galactic Alliance declares scratching posts illegal. +1 to the fascism scale and take 1 scratch. Back up to 2 scratches. So it's kind of a good thing that I healed on that previous turn. Otherwise, I'd be up to 4. Which is not the end of the world, but becomes the end of the world. Pip is going to restock. No. Pip is going to heal for 1. Action. Restock for 2. Teleport. Liberation on a tails. Hey, I'm on a tails. Liberation on an ears. Use my ability to get rid of 1 fascist. And third action, get rid of fascists. I only have to roll 1 fascism die. 6. Fishbowl. All right. We're going to go. I'm not going to take scratches, heal. I'm going to go move 1 and do -2 fascists using my ability to do it adjacent. So then again, I only have to roll for 1. And it goes on to number 1, scratch post. Pip's turn again. I will play a liberation on that planet. I don't. I do have a tails. That's okay. It's still beneficial. And then you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'll play them on Hot Rock. That's a much better option for me. I did not get rid of any fascists, so I have to remove. So I have to roll 2 die. 1 and 1. So 2 more dice, or 2 more fascists go to scratch post. And they have taken over that planet. Now, that's not permanent, but if 3 planets get 4 or more fascism cubes, I lose. So hopefully we won't lose. It is now Jasper's turn. Jasper is going to heal 1, heal 2. No, stop. 1, fight fascism adjacent. 2, heal 2 for 3. And we got rid of fascists, so I only will roll 1. And that goes to 3. Jasper takes a scratch. Not great. Pip's turn. You need to get to an ears. 1, 2, 3. Play liberation on that. Similarly, that's how you win, is by having at least 4 liberation cubes on one of each of the things. So we'll put a token there saying, hey, we've got the ears covered, so to speak. We did not get rid of any fascists, so we're going to go ahead and roll 2 dice. 3 and 2. 3, boo, 2. And Jasper takes another scratch. Jasper is going to fight fascism twice and heal for 1. Got rid of fascists, so I only have to roll 1 die. 7. No more liberation on Scratch Stone. Pip's turn. Pip's going to go 1, 2, 3. And just sit on it. Now, I didn't get rid of any fascists. No. Wait. I'm going to teleport I'm actually going to teleport to Litterbox for 1. 2. No, I will go to Scratch Post. 2. Cat Saboteur. -2 fascists. That gets rid of that flag. And then I will restock, which gives me another -1 fascist. And I got a liberation on a Whiskers planet, which is where I was going. -2 fascists, -2 fascists, and teleport. All right. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. We're actually doing quite well. I only have to roll 1 fascism die. Oops. I think Jasper was still at 1. 11. I think that's our first fascist on Laserlight. But that means galactic news breaking. The Rat Pack is trying to close all galactic borders, +1 to the fascism scale, and take 1 scratch. We're up to 4 on the fascism scale. And Jasper's at 2 scratches. All right. Let's see if I go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to get rid of a fascist. We're going to move for 2. And we'll play my -2 fascism card to get rid of those fascist cubes for my 3rd action. I'll have to roll 1 die. This is much, much less difficult when you're only rolling 1. Almost like they know what they're talking about when they said, remember to do that. But that was 12. That was a fascist outpost. So galactic news breaking. The Rat Pack is indoctrinating the youth. +1 fascist to the planet you are on. Every cat there takes 1 scratch. But thankfully, the fascism scale doesn't go up. We're doing pretty good here, actually. Jasper is going to fight fascism on an adjacent planet. We will do laser light. Then I will heal 1. Then I will restock. Liberation on a paw planet. Oh, look, I'm on a paw planet. Liberation on a tail planet. And rescue missions, whenever you restock, also heal 1. Or immediately an immediate action of -2 fascists. Again, I only have to roll 1 fascism die because I did get rid of a fascist. 3. Really? Really? And I take a scratch. I'm rolling a lot of 3s. And are you noticing that, people? 1 liberation. No. Oh, shoot. Liberation for 2 on that. Don't have any others, so good. This is not the ideal planet for this. It's being off on the boonies, but it works. I'm going to go ahead and restock for 3, even though I can't use my ability. +1 liberation, +2 liberation on a pause planet. All right. Not bad. I did get rid... Did I get rid of a fascist? Yeah, yes, I did. Yeah, I got rid of a fascist. So -1 die. Roll 5. So 5, we lose that flag. We lose a liberation token. And it is Jasper's turn. Fight fascism for 1. +2 liberation on a pause. And heal 1. We did get rid of a fascist, so again, we'll get -1. 11. That was 2. Did I just put 2 up there? Or did I already have 1 there? I think there was already 1 there. Breaking! New law mandated all cats wear collars. +1 to the fascism scale and take 1 scratch. Fascism scale is up to 5. When I get to the second row, it'll be a base of 3 fascism dice, not 2. Again, you only lose 1 die for each fascist you lose, down to a minimum of 1. Pip's turn. Pip's going to go 1. You know what? I'm going to leave it. 2 liberation for 3. And that gives us a flag there. We'll just check that little messagey message. Aw, is a cute baby picture. Gotta love those cute baby pictures. Babies are cute. They have to be, otherwise we'd eat them. That's my theory. That's why babies of all kinds of babies are cute. If they weren't, their parents would eat them. All right. I did not fight fascism, so I have to roll 2 dice. 8 and 12. 8. That's going to remove a liberation. And 12 right there. And that's going to give us another galactic news. Breaking. Corporations fund the anti-cat campaign. Take 2 scratches and return to your home planet. 1, 2. That puts me up to 3 scratches for Pip. And Pip's home planet is Hot Rock. Down here. Not actually helpful. I want Jasper on that planet. All right. Well then, it's Jasper's turn. I will fight fascism for 1 over here, adjacent. 2, 3. I can't do anything, but I've got a Tails Liberation card for next turn. Only 1 fascism die. 5. Curses. All right. Pip's turn. I'm going to go ahead and use my +1 liberation on Hot Rock. I'm going to teleport to Laser Light for 2. And I will restock 1 +1 liberation, liberation on a pause planet, and Meow Power, which is I will load up as a additional power, I think, on my next turn. For 2 actions, you may teleport and then -1 Fascism and heal 1. But I use my ability when I restock to -1 Fascist, so I only roll 1 die. 10. Not good. Galactic news. Breaking. Cat arrests on all planets. +1 Fascist to the planet you are on. Every cat there takes 1 scratch. So I'm up to 4 scratches on Pip. And another Fascist. All right. Jasper's turn. Jasper's going to play a liberation card. And that puts me to 5 on that Tails planet. So we're doing good. We're doing good. We've got 2 of our 4 flags out. So that's 1. 2, I'm going to restock. Teleport. -2 Fascists. Cough up hairballs. Whenever you play a heal 1 card, you may draw a bonus card or heal 1 and -1 Fascist. All right. I've got some options. I got some options. It is now Pip's turn. I'm going to play Meow Power as a ability. So now I can, for 2 actions, teleport and -1 Fascist. And I will, so that was 1. 2, I will restock. No, I will not restock. I will play my -2 Fascists. And 3, I will move to Water Dish. I only roll 1 die. 4. Frostnet. All right. Jasper's turn. Nowhere has 2 Fascists. Heal and -1 Fascist. I'm going to teleport for 1 to Water Dish. And no, oh shoot, I can't do that. That's not right. Shoot. Because that's an action, not the fight fascism action. I was going to play this fight 1 Fascism and heal 1 card. And heal Pip. I think I still have to do that. Yeah, I have to, even though there's no Fascists there, because Pip needs to be healed. So we're going to play that. Heal Pip for 1. He's down to 3. She's down to 3. And I will restock for my 3rd action. -2 for 2 actions and 1 scratch, you can teleport and restock, or 2 Fascists, plus liberation on a paw planet. Excellent. So we're gonna that's gonna be useful. I have to roll 2 dice because I did not fight fascism, or I did not remove fascists, or let's rephrase that. 3 and 7. 7. 3 removes 1. I'm going to leave that flag there because I'm going to be putting more stuff there. So I'm just going to leave it there. But both of these guys take 1 scratch. So it's good that I healed him. Or her. If Pip had been at 4, I would have had up the fascism scale from that roll. Oh, look. We've got a bot in Twitch. Let's take care of that bot in Twitch, shall we? Twitch. Stream manager. Ban. Delete. Gone. All right. So now it's Pip's turn. Pip's going to play that +2 liberation. So that's bringing Water Dish up to 5. That's why I didn't bother taking the flag off, because I knew I was going to be doing that. So that's action 1. Action 2, we're going to move to Space Vet. Action 3, we're going to restock, which removes 1 fascist. New power for 2 actions. You may liberate 1, add 1 liberation to any planet, or +1 liberation. All right. Underground cat. Oh no, I just realized something. I also lost my meow power on that when I got hit. I'm going to double check that, or if that's just when I hit 4. Stop for a moment. Stronghold. Rolling a planet with a cat. Take 1 scratch. Takes multiple scratches. Oh, good. That's only if I hit 4, so I did not lose. It's only if I'm at 4 and take more scratches. All right, excellent. And 4th card, liberation on a pot planet. Three. All right, that works. All right, so we got rid of a fascist, so I don't have to roll 1 die. 8. Taking 1 off of Hot Rock. Jasper's turn. +2 liberation on that paw planet. Got to stock that up. I'm going to play rescue missions as a ability. Oh, interesting. Let me just stop I'll redo in a second. I'm going to play ally on the inside as an ability as well. So I have 2 abilities. Jasper now has 2 abilities. I think it's too close up for me to actually show that, but yeah. Oop. Too close. A little too close. So I have 2 abilities here. Rescue missions. Whenever I restock, I also heal 1. Ally on the inside. For 2 actions and 1 scratch, you can teleport and restock. So I can teleport, restock, and heal the one that I just took. So those work really well together. That's 2 actions, though, so I can't do that this turn. Third action, I'm going to remove a fascist from adjacent. So I only have to roll 1 fascism cube. 10. Galactic news. Breaking. The Rat Pack is organizing militias. You must take 2 scratches or discard your hand and take 1 scratch. I'm going to take... Oh... But I don't want to get rid of that. You know what? It'll slow things down a little bit, but I'm going to get rid of my hand, which is only -2, which is a -2 fascists. I still have to take 1, but that's a risk I'm going to have to take. So now it's Pip's turn. We're going to remove a fascist from 4 and use 2 actions to teleport, remove 1 fascist, don't have 1 fascist, and heal 1 down to 3. And then next turn I can use that. I can't use that on this turn. But I only have to roll 1 die. 7. And it is now Jasper's turn. Jasper is going to restock Liberation on an Ears planet. Liberation on an Ears planet. I guess I'm moving. Liberation on a Tails planet. Liberation on a Tails planet. I think we're going to go up here. So we're going to go, that was 1, 2, 3. We're in a really good place right now. As long as things don't... But I do have to roll 2 fascism dice because I did not get rid of any fascists. Hold on. Rewind. I'm going to it's going to end up doing the same thing, but I'm going to do this in a different order. Instead of taking the restock action, I'm going to teleport. No, I'm not. That's actually cheating. I should have used my abilities to teleport there and restock, but I didn't know I needed to go there. So no, I'm not going to do that. I will roll my 2. I will take my lumps. That hand. Yeah, baby. 10th Doctor once got rid of his hand. Yes, he did. Don't get rid of your hand. You need to use it to eat with. That's I missed that one. Thank you, Reverend. Yes. 4 and 5. 4. 5. Jasper takes 1 scratch. Oops. Take that away. Pip's turn. 1. Just to load that up even more. Use my ability. 2, 3. That removes a fascist and heals me 1, so I'm down to 2. I only have, because I removed a fascist, I only have to roll 1 of the fascism die. 11. That was close. All right. Pip's turn. We're going to go 1, 2, add 4 liberation dice to that, or tokens. 2, 4. And puts a flag on the ears. And for my third one, we'll get rid of a fascist and adjacent using my ability. And only roll 1. 10. Good thing Pip healed, because Pip takes a scratch. And galactic news breaking: whisker trimming law enacted. You must take 2 scratches or discard your whole hand and take 1 scratch. Let's just look at this. No, I can't get rid of this hand. I need my hand. So I'm going to take the 2 scratches. That's going to suck because it will increase the. Oh, wait. In theory, I can win on the next turn. So I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the 1 scratch that takes to the 4. No, I can't. It'll take me 2 turns to win, but that's okay. And that goes up to 6. Big risk, big reward. All right. 1, 2. No, let's go. We'll use my abilities. So 2 actions to teleport and then restock. This is my 6th life. New power. Your maximum hand size is 5. Or immediate action, -2 fascists. Take a nap in a sunbeam. Heal 1. All right. So I have 1 action left. I took a scratch, but oh no, I can't do that. Okay, well, I'll move 2 and restock. That's a terrible plan. All right. That's fine. We roll 2, pray, 10 and 5. Damn it. 5. We're still not bad. And 10. Oh no. Fascism scale goes up. And I lose now I do lose my meow power. If only. One, 2. We're going to take the risk. And liberation +1. I have to roll all 3 of the fascism dice this turn. He got lucky, unlike Luke, Panda Baba, the Wampa, even back to Anakin, then Vader. Ha 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 ha. All right. So 4. 5. No. And 8. Also, no. Actually, that's not so bad. I'm going to leave that there because I get to add some stuff here. So we're going to go heal for 1. And +4 liberation. What happens if you run out of liberation tokens? Yeah, I don't actually know what happens when you do that. Good note. Note to self. All right. I have to roll all 3 again. 4, 12, and 9. Galactic news breaking. The Rat Pack uses laser pointers to distract us. +1 to the fascism scale and discard your entire hand. Well, I only had 1 card in my hand, so that's not the end of the world. All right. We're going to play Sneaking Supplies as 1 action. And for 2 actions, I can place +1 liberation on any planet. I'm going to have to take it off of Water Dish. That gives me a litter box, but this is not accurate. So I just have to survive again 1 more round, and we're probably fine. But I do have to roll all 3 fascism dice again. 1. Good. 7. Good. And 12. Good. But galactic news. Breaking. Interplanetary kibble supplies are running low. All cats take 1 scratch. Damn it. Or +1 to the fascism scale. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to take the fascism scale. Hashtag Walrus Man. Hashtag probably. Okay. Jasper is going to restock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! Commandeer a fascist ship. Immediate action. Teleport and add 1 liberation. Play that. Teleport to Dust Bunny. Let's take that. Victory! I have beaten the fascists. So there we go. I win. So much easier when you're actually remembering to take out the fascism dice. Still a really tough win. I was, potentially 3 turns away from losing if I rolled badly. Potentially even 2. I don't think I can get. I don't think I could go up 3. It would be rough if it went up 3. Actually, it could. Arguably, it could go up 3. In fact, arguably, it could go up 4. So I was very close to losing. But I won. Yay! Let's take a picture. Let's see what that message is. Then we'll take a picture. No. If I can just remember where my camera is. Move my microphone. Let's just. I don't care about that. I want to change aspect ratio. There we go. Let's take a picture. Yay! So that is Space Cats Fight Fascism. I may play this again. I may not. I can't say either way. But do we want to play another round? What do you think, guys? Should I play another round? I don't know. It's been an hour. I'm arguably hungry. You know what? Let me just see what's going on upstairs. I will do this. I will do this. Oh, don't turn on a timer. Do this. I will be right back. Are you tired of toxic fandoms? Do you wish we could go back to being happy? So do we. We created the Happiness Patrol to get away from all of the toxicity in fandoms, in life. And so we decided we wanted to do a show about something that makes us happy. And in the first season, that something is Star Wars. So join myself, Cameron, Scott, Jessica, and Melanie on Happiness Patrol at youtube.com/@happinesspatrolshow.
So what's your favorite Western? Is it this one or maybe one of these? Is it a revisionist Western, an anti-Western, or maybe it's an all-time classic? Whether your favorite Western is in black and white, vibrant Technicolor, a spaghetti Western, a neo-Western, a comedy, or maybe it's only really Western in spirit. Whatever it is, this is the podcast dedicated to determining the top 100 Westerns of all time. Every second Monday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It's Horses on Film.
All right. My roommate's not starving. I'm hungry. Yes, #hungry. And knowing that your tuna salad is coming along nicely is not making me less hungry. We'll probably end up either going out or ordering pizza. I don't think either of us really want to cook today. So I have a little bit of time. She's up there happily watching Aladdin, the series. So we'll shuffle all this stuff up here. Let's try with a different set of people. Here, we'll reset this planetary landscape. YouTube record for the video that says fascist more than any other record. No, probably not. I'm sure there's got to be more. But I did have someone who saw one of my feeds on Facebook and laugh reacted to it. He seemed, I went to his page just to try and get context for the laugh react, and he seemed to be pretty much a right-wing dick. So yeah, I'm not too upset about that. I think I just blocked him because I think I don't remember if he did it on my personal or my rat hole page, but if it was on my personal one, I probably just blocked him. That was my New Year's resolution. Spend more time blocking people and less time interacting with them. So much better for the mental health. All right, let's see what else we got here. Nikita, Homeworld Scratch Post. Nikita's investigative reporting has led her into more dangerous situations, but she's not afraid to get her own paws dirty. Investigative reporter, whenever you teleport, you may restock. Pepper, Homeworld Litterbox. From the poorest planet, Pepper travels across the galaxy to bring aid to animals in need. Pepper is a medic. When you use the heal effect, you may remove an extra scratch from any cat on your planet. Useful. And we'll take out the other two here. Sky, Homeworld Dust Bunny, ace pilot and fervent enemy of the authoritarians. She knows all the secret routes. Pouncer, when you travel, you may move up to 2 planets at a time for 1 action. I like that. I might use Sky. Ophelia, Homeworld Frostnip. Ophelia can get out of any messy situation. She's ready to make a break for it after causing fascist trouble, or just because someone made a loud noise. Escape Artist. Whenever you remove your 3rd fascist in a single turn, you may teleport yourself to any other cat that is on the same planet as you. Interesting. Alias SC, Homeworld Water Dish. SC is the hacker behind countless acts of counter-fascist subterfuge. His powers have earned him many authoritarian enemies. He's a hacker. When you fight fascism, you may draw 1 resist card unless your hand is full. CJ, Homeworld Scratch Stone. CJ can see in the dark. That helps her go undetected when she's sneaking things under the fascist whiskers. She's a smuggler. After you restock, you may give 1 card you have just drawn to one other player. Ooh, I don't like that choice. But I think we're going to do... Draw a card or give a card to someone else. There's been a lot of times when I've wanted to give somebody a card to my other player. I think I'm going to go with CJ. So we will switch out my colors of cats. This is a yellow and green. So I will pop down the pink and gray. We're still going to play this on easy mode, starting fascism scale at 0 or at 1. 1 scratch, 1 scratch. Scratch Stone. And Dust Bunny. And then we put stuff on the even numbers. All right. Upside downside to that setup. Oh, right. Draw 2 resist cards for each cat. Liberation on the tails. +1 liberation. Liberation on the ears. Heal 2. All right. So let's take a look-see here. So we'll start with CJ, who's the green cat up here. Tails. We're going to go down 1. Fight fascism for 2. +2 liberation for 3. Start off strong. And roll 1 fascism die. 12. Not an auspicious start. Oh, I did not shuffle up my galactic news. I will just throw these on the bottom. Breaking galactic police buildup. +1 to the fascism scale and take 1 scratch. So CJ's up to 2 scratches. Sky can move up to 2 spaces in 1 turn. Ears. We're on an ears. So we're going to go ahead, play that liberation on the ears planet for 1. And we'll go 2, 3. Three. Down here. All right. CJ. It's going to restock. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep these. Two. Fight Fascism 3. Roll my die. 8. 8. Damn it. Sky. Go ahead and restock for 1. For 1 action and 1 scratch, you can teleport. Or teleport and heal 1. Liberation on a Tails planet. Cough up hairballs. Whenever you play a heal 1 card, you may draw a bonus card. Or heal 1 -1 fascist. Let's go. 1. Or I guess that would be 2 and then 3. 3 will use coughing up hairballs to -1 fascist and heal 1. Takes me down to 0. I roll 2. CJ 1. -2 fascists. For 2. And we will heal 1 for 3. All right. And we will roll 5. Curses. Sky. One, 2, 3. Roll 1, 5. I'm gonna stop bouncing on that card. The card's slightly bowed, so it keeps bouncing the lock off it. At least I'm not getting more fascists, but curses. Dust Bunny's getting a lot. CJ. You know what? I'll throw a liberation on there. I don't have anything on a Whiskers yet. For 1. Restock 2. Heal 2. Liberation on pause. Liberation on ears. None of that is actually terribly helpful. I'm going to give the pause. No. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to not do that. I will. What did I just do? +1 liberation there. I'm going to move to Scratch Stone for my third. I have to roll 2 fascist dice. 5 and 2. 5 and liberation token gone from 2. Can move up to 2 planets. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Liberation. Oh well, too late. Oh, I could do that. Yeah, that'll work. But I do have to roll 2. 11 and 6. Galactic news breaking. Catnip is criminalized. +1 to the fascism scale, then discourage your entire hand. Ugh. Not the end of the world. I didn't need those cards, but also, ugh. All right, back to CJ. Liberation on paw for 1. Teleport for 2. -1 fascism for 3. Only have to roll 1 die. 7. 7. All right. Sky's going to restock 1 +1 liberation, 2 liberation on ears, 3 +1 liberation, or 1 action, 1 scratch to remove a fascist from anywhere, and a teleport. I can teleport over to Dust Bunny. And we can knock that off real fast. Or I can do one right where I am. Liberation. So it gives me 4 on Hot Rocks, which gives me a flag. I still have 1 more turn. Let's do it. Let's teleport to Dust Bunny. No. Let's support this. Let's put another liberation on this. I do have to roll two dice. 7 and 1. 7, damn it. And 1. CJ's turn. Liberation on an ears planet. Restock. 1, 2, 3. Oops. So liberation on an ears, a whiskers, and a tail. So we will put another one down on this for 3. And give that my liberation tails to Sky. Have to roll 2. Woohoo! 5 and 6. 5, 6. All right. Sky's turn. 1, drop tails. 2, teleport to Dust Bunny. 3, drop ears. And we will actually put the flag on there. All right, that's good. This is good. This is good. And I do have to roll 2 fascism dice, however. 1 and 4. 4 and 1. All right, CJ's turn. 1, 2, liberation. 3, restock. This is my 6th life. My new maximum hand size is 5 plus 2 fascists. 2 plus 2 minus 2 fascists. Or for 2 actions, I can teleport and subtract a fascist and heal 1. Meow power. Love meow power. Boxes for all cats, plus 1 liberation. So that's 2. Three, we're going to drop meow power up there. And we will give 6 life to Sky, because Sky needs to restock. So for Sky's, we do have to roll 2 and 11. 2 and 11. Where are either? 2 is where I'm. Oh no. Well, 2 and a scratch for CJ. And 11 is down here. Galactic news breaking. The Pigeon Allies attack. +1 to fascism scale. Take 1 scratch. Good thing I have a heal too. Ugh. Sky. First, this is my 6th life as a new power. 2, we will draw. Teleport, liberation on whiskers. When you travel, you may move diagonally or teleport and -1 fascist. Pause, liberation, and another whiskers liberation. So that's 2. trying to debate whether I want to teleport somewhere that's got fascists or not. Or not teleport at all. That is an option. One. We'll just move there. That does mean I have to roll 2 fascism dice. Timescales. Do it. I'm still chopping celery and shallots for tuna salad. Have you on in the kitchen. Sounds delicious. We're probably going to order in or for pickup or something like that. 5 and 1. 5 loses a thing. 1 gains 1. CJ. This is getting dangerous. 1 heal 2. 1, 2. 3 plus 1 liberation. Have to roll 2. 3 and 7. 3 and 7. Damn it. Good thing I put. That was not helpful. All right. Sky. 1, 2, 4. We're going to put 4 liberations onto that. 2. 4. That's 1, 2, and 3. Gotta roll 2. 1 and 3. 1 that gets a fascism flag. 3. Wrong cube. 3. CJ is going to restock. 1. Heal 1. Liberation on a tails. Liberation on a paws. Liberation on a whiskers. Gee, I wonder. We're going to start with liberation on the paws. 1, 2. For 2 actions, I can teleport and -1 fascist. 2 actions, move to here. -1, so I don't have to roll as many. Roll 1, 10. Excellent. Sky's turn. 2 on the paws. Send one of those things flying. Boom. Let's just make sure. 4, 5, 4, 6. Boom. That was a much, much better game. That worked out so much better. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. I'm going to clean this up. Tomorrow, I've got Horses on Film with special guest Mark Muncy, and we're talking Hell's Heroes. I don't know if any of you have seen Hell's Heroes from 1928. This is the movie that is also eventually gets remade as 3 Men and a Baby, which you may be slightly more familiar with. 3 Men and a Baby with Ted Danson, Tom Selleck, and Steve Guttenberg. It's Three Men and a Baby was like the #1 film of the year. It was, or one of the top films of that year. And I just don't see why. It wasn't that good. Like, I'm sorry, guys. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So I'm really confused as to why it did as well as it did. Yeah, I just don't see why it did as well as it did. Let's give these resist cards a good shuffle, because that is why. But yeah, Hell's Heroes, based on 3 Godfathers. There was also 2 versions of that movie. And before, in the silent era, there's 2 lost versions of that story. Also 3 Godfathers and Marked Men, which was Henry Ford, who later directed the 3 Godfathers with John Wayne. So we've got that on there for this. That's what we're recording. That won't air for some time, for a couple of months. But we've got special guest Mark Muncy of Eerie Travels coming on to talk with that one, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then next week on Horses on Film, we've got a very special bonus episode of the show. So we're not doing something on the list. You'll have to tune in on Monday to see what that is. But for now, yeah, we're having so much fun on Horses on Film. We really are. If you're watching this and you haven't tuned in, please tune in. Scott has no idea has no background in Westerns whatsoever. None. So he's very much the same as you at home. I have a partial background, but most of my background is actually in audio dramas and radio dramas. So I'm a little bit of that same audience point of view person. And then Cameron, our main host, my cousin, he works in the film industry. So he actually in Alberta. And he has a massive, massive background in film and in Westerns. Alberta has a lot of Westerns. If you've ever seen the television show Heartland, that's filmed in Alberta. It's got like 13, 14 seasons or something like that. How many seasons does Heartland have? I have to look. Forever is the answer, but Heartland TV series. Oops. Back. 19 seasons. So yeah, it's gone on for a heck of a long time. He's worked on that. Most people in the film industry in Southern Alberta have at some point. Some never leave. It's a black hole. But yeah, that's Horses on Film. Definitely check that out. We certainly appreciate it. Of course, the first Thursday of every month, so that's coming up pretty quick. Happiness Patrol at Happiness Patrol Show on YouTube. Check that out. We basically are a group of friends and my cousin who are sick of the toxic fandoms. We want to do something that makes us happy and talk about things that make us happy. So for our first season, that something is Star Wars. If you're not a Star Wars fan, that's okay. Subscribe anyway. We're almost done the first season. There's only a couple of episodes left. And then we're on to season 2. Season 2 is going to be something completely different. It's not a big secret, but I haven't publicly announced what that season is going to be. And I probably won't for another couple of months. But it's going to be fantastic. Absolutely something similar, but very different than what we're doing with season 1. It won't be Star Wars. I won't say it's entirely not sci-fi, but it's not technically sci-fi as a season. But yeah, check that out. Of course, Tuesdays, Legend of Traveling TARDIS. We're going to be talking human nature on Tuesday, the David Tennant episode. Earlier today, I was on Spill the Geek T at Spill the Geek T1 with Timescales, who's in the audience right now. We were talking War of the Worlds and the tripods today. So you can check that out, an episode out, Spill the Geek T1. And if you are watching this on Facebook or Twitch, follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/therathole, DOTCA. That's therathole.ca. But YouTube does not like URLs in their URLs. If you happen to have come across me on Twitch, it's the same URL on Twitch, or the same username on Twitch. Feel free to give me a subscribe there. I stream on both platforms. But I haven't. Oh, Reverend Amagon, who's also in the audience. You were quiet, Rev. I wasn't sure you were still here. But yeah, so it's a ton of fun. I certainly appreciate when people watch, no matter where you're watching from, whether that's Facebook, whether that's YouTube. Timescales. Tuna salad is finished. Now 2 hours in the fridge. I threw in Japanese yuzu crystals at the last minute. Ooh. I usually throw a little bit of lemon in mine, so it makes sense. All right, Reverend Amagon, always lurking in the shadows. # sleepy. True. Very true. But thank you, Rev. Thank you, Timescales. I appreciate you guys very much. Like I said, check out those other channels if you don't already. Give me a subscribe here. Turn on the bell. The usual YouTube, please. I will probably play this at least one more time. Probably. # probably. No guarantees, but I don't have anything else on tap right now. So there's a decent chance that that's what I'll be doing. # cowbell in the shadows. Cowbell in the shadows. That's just weird. All right. With that having been said, # probably. Yes. With all of that being said, thank you again for joining me. And until next time, good gaming and goodbye. Timescales # allegedly. Back in